Okay.
Okay. Hello and welcome to another interesting episode. And whom do we have today? Today, I'm talking to that boy who is just in college. And most of the students are figuring out where the Wi Fi works best. And this boy, what is he doing? He is building an AI startup from scratch. College is a side hustle, and so he says. Well, success. What does that look to him? That's his story. Come, let's welcome Swagat. Hello, Swagat, a
Hello, ma'am.
young entrepreneur. Tell me, out of school into college, what was your story in school?
In school, I think that I was a very average student. I
Mm-hmm.
don't just think that I was a really average student. I was around 60-70% every year. And I was not having any friends actually. I was not a social person.
Mm-hmm.
But like when COVID hit us, like that was the time when I changed the most. Like because I understood that I was not having any friends with me. I was not a
Okay.
social person. Yes, that
Mm-hmm.
is why I was not having friends with me. um, my mother also did not allow me to get into friendships with many people, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that is why there was always a barrier to create friends for me. So in 9th 10th I realized ki there is COVID and no one is calling me or I cannot call anyone. So I was
Mm-hmm.
just ki, I will focus on myself. I will just chill out, jo kuch like that, I will do it. And then 11th 12th I then got away with my folks. They were like the people that I'm working with right now. They are the
Mm-hmm.
people I got in contact with in 11th and 12th.
Mm-hmm.
It is also in the coaching center where I prepared for JEE.
Mm-hmm.
JEE, it was like I cannot not able to crack JEE, but yes, I cracked friendships very well in 11th and 12th.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's good. Now tell me, see, right now, if you look up, a startup is a prospect in India right now. People are building startups, but not right when they are entering college. Okay, they wait till they finish college, or sometimes they have experience before they started. Why? What inspired you? Why did you start a startup right when you have entered college?
Firstly, I think that is a very wrong narrative. Like people want to start startup because I think most people are starting startups because they feel that it is a very like something to show off that I am doing in the startup. It is something of key. It is a trend. Key. Let's start a startup. I don't think it
Mm-hmm.
as a startup like is a very it is something. If someone is starting a business, is also starting up. Startup means that a business is starting up, but like what a startup really is key something new, a new type of business starting. So I will not say key everyone should like start a startup. Maybe if you are looking for a fixed income, go for businesses that are
Mm-hmm.
running quite well. And
Mm-hmm.
the question is key why I started my startup. It is
Mm-hmm.
key when I know key after college there is a very bad condition in the like the global situation is very bad in the sense of job
Mm-hmm.
market. The job markets, people are working for 30,000 rupees for
Mm-hmm.
12 hours. Like there are gig workers around who are working in Blinkit, Zepto. Like the
Mm-hmm.
job market is very bad. Engineers are not doing the stuff what engineers are meant to do. They are not like one study says the 80% of the engineers in India are not
Mm-hmm.
are unemployable. Like they are
Mm-hmm.
not very well. They are not skilled enough that they can be employed. And
Yeah.
most of the engineers in India are not working in the sector of engineering.
Mm. True.
Maybe they are into
Something
sales and all.
else. Something
Right.
else other than the core skill that they have studied.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like even I'm able to notice it now. We are running sales executive jobs right now, so we the
Mm-hmm.
most of the applications that we are having are from engineers. And like those engineers are 8 cgpa, 9 cgpa. They have done the bachelor's in different like electrical engineering, electronics engineering, and they have
Mm-hmm.
also done the masters.
Mm-hmm.
Those
So
people are
even
applying for.
after what you're trying to say is that one, the job scenario is not very bright at this moment. Second, what you are studying is not the job that you are doing. So, though someone has studied electronics or someone has studied mechanical, they are applying for a job which is in sales. So, there is some mismatch regarding the skills that are being imparted and the skills that are required in the world today. So, there is a mismatch, and that is what you understood really early on in your life, that going for a job after my engineering would not be such a great idea. Instead, I can build something on my own.
own.
That was your idea. Good. You started. Now, what exactly is your startup about? Is it helping people or help solving any problem?
It is indeed helping people and solving their problem. It is not a social impact startup, so it is not helping poor people or any social activist type of thing. It is
Mm-hmm.
it is rather, I will say, it is a startup that helps big businesses to grow even bigger. It is
Okay.
like completely into lead generation. What my startup is key. Our startup is into lead generation as well as cybersecurity. What we help in cybersecurity, the cybersecurity police, is that we can identify accounts that are being like are spreading nuisance on social media,
Mm-hmm.
who are spreading fake news or a narrative about something in social media in the
Mm-hmm.
publicly available domains, or
So
is doing
something which is publicly available but is what
illegal.
you term as yeah, it's a fake or it's made up, and
Right.
you with your expertise you are identifying and helping to deal with it.
Yeah, through
Oh,
cybersecurity police specifically, and
cyber security
of
aspect.
yeah,
Okay.
in
So are
the
you using AI for that?
yeah, we are using AI technology that not we have created, but third party technology. We are just
Okay.
integrating it into one thing. That is what
Mm-hmm.
leads to AI. We help
Okay.
police in this thing to identify nuisance. Secondly, to
Mm-hmm.
identify fake news in the market, like about share market or something like that.
Hmm.
We
Anything
also
that is fake, anything that is not real, you are
yeah,
identifying them and helping the police deal with it in the cybersecurity space using
right.
AI. AI is something which you have not built, it is a third party one which you are using in doing these actions. Okay, okay. So, yeah, it is something quite interesting that you are working in a place where um, people don't think there is opportunity. Cyber
This is
security for
market.
cyber security with the help of AI for a young boy like you is a very innovative thought. And as it is said, the problems are there all over. What problem you pick up to solve, the method that you use to solve will depend on how successful you are in future. So you have picked up a very good niche. Niche, I don't think so many of them would have thought about that something can be done about this. And definitely AI is uh, something which has come up for the last couple of years. It has really come up and it is going to be there to help us, and you have taken its help for your own work that you are doing. That's really commendable. Now, see, everyone dreams. Everyone thinks of, okay, I can do this, I can do that, and we have these thoughts in our mind. So, as a young boy, you must also be having different, not only this idea what you are doing right now, you must be having so many ideas in your head that I can do this, I can do that. But when did you really feel that this can have potential? I can explore this further and I can take it a step further. I think so. I can do something about it. When did you feel that?
So this was not actually the first thing that I have started. This was the first thing formally on paper, legally bounded, which I have started. But the first thing that I have started was a marketing agency. After that, we
Okay.
shifted to a plan of a property listing website that was something like 99 acres and housing.com. But I
Mm-hmm.
also like I just started it and I understood key this is not going to work, and I shifted to this plan. I
Mm-hmm.
found out that there are people to you know there are people here who are looking forward for a platform. They want leads from anywhere. Like they are
Hmm.
choosing, like सबको हर जगह से lead चाहिए, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So right. So the first plan which we were looking to work with, it has a complete potential for an yearly potential of 10 lakh rupees.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
now a single client pays us 5 lakh rupees.
Hmm. So
Right. This
this was not your first idea. You had ideas. You tried implementing them. I can say that you saw that, okay, this is something I can do, but it doesn't have the potential that I am dreaming of. So,
right,
in a word, you failed in that and failed fast, failed forward, moved on, started something new. I
right.
think so. That is the business mantra everyone says, that fail fast, fail forward, and then start something new. And
Yes, yes.
you exactly followed that. Okay. Now, how supportive environment did you have? Like your friends and families and even professors. They were supportive, or did they question your decision?
Um, this the thing that I'm doing right now. Like my actually professor didn't know about it when I was just started up. My family didn't know about it, but like they were like, "Ki, study a bit, like get your engineering off and then started." But at that time, they're not supportive enough. Like
Mm-hmm.
for the partial support, like they were given some more financial aid in in company
Mm-hmm.
registration things and all. They have given me that amount, and I'm grateful to my mother for that. And
Mm-hmm.
but like when right now when the situation is like I'm featured here and there, like I'm doing a
Mm-hmm.
podcast with an ex principal of my school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people like few of the businessmen of Varda where I was
Mm-hmm.
based.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was into an bank, into a
Mm-hmm.
cooperative bank in Varda for
Mm-hmm.
15 years. So
Mm-hmm.
she personally knew like who were the greatest businessmen or like biggest businessmen in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened like in this past few weeks or something, that they that businessmen were asking and getting my information from a mummy's bank, like who is Swagat, and mummy came to know about it. These people are asking about my son,
Mm. So yeah,
and yeah,
things changed
things
drastically
changed. Like,
from no, please complete your engineering before you think of anything else, to wow, you're doing great. Things change. Yeah, this what you have said is absolutely true. See, parents worry that you might fail. Parents worry that you will get hurt. It's not that they don't want you to do stuff, but yeah, that lingering doubt is there. And the best way to clear that doubt is to become successful. So the moment two people whom she knew was good in their own field that they were doing, and they were coming and asking about you, gave the credibility of what she could be assured that, okay, my son is doing something in the right direction. And of
right. And
course,
I
you.
personally believe this thing ki parents, like everyone's parent don't are not actually people who are trying to get you back, or like they want you to succeed. But
Hmm.
in the world or the scenario that they have seen, success means
Yes.
the
Yes.
success means ki you have to study, then you have to do this and this,
Hmm.
and then is what you become successful. But
Hmm.
rather, because like if they knew how to become successful really, so why don't they are successful, right? This is what my scenario is like. In Rich Dad Poor Dad is
This
about.
is a very interesting question that you are putting up. That if you knew everything, then why didn't you do it? Why? Yeah, fair enough for you to question that. At the same time, in the parent level, yeah, I'm saying that as a parent myself, I'm saying that it's not that we don't trust our kids. It is we are frightened that they will get hurt. That is the
Right,
main thing. And the moment we can see that they're doing something and there's some result, and that is what the child is looking for, the parents obviously they take a step back and tell them, okay, do whatever you want to do. So this was it. And the next question, that nagging question, why did you start? See, I can understand you were a child who has studied a lot, who wanted to do something, dreams, everything said and done. Why have you started doing businesses so early in life?
I don't feel that this was a choice that was given to me. Rather, this was the only thing I was left to do. Like
Mm-hmm.
my mother
Why?
was saying, my mother was having this point key, like get your degrees off and start working. But I
Mm-hmm.
had this idea key after degrees, most of the people are just searching for jobs and are
Mm-hmm.
getting enrolled in whichever job they are able to get.
Mm-hmm.
Like after engineering, if I'm not from a very good college,
Mm-hmm.
it's not on my hand that that can I choose this company. It is on the company's hand that will they choose me. So
Mm-hmm.
when the upper hand is not mine, I don't think that there is any practical way that I should enter this. And secondly, that why should I start is one thing key I have seen, because my mother is a single parent. My mother had a birth before, or at the time of my sorry, my mother had a divorce at the time of
Mm-hmm.
my birth.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother was the only single parent with me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there was like in every family, every middle class family, and in this family there is only one single mother.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is ki there was a financial problem arising every
Mm-hmm.
time. Like if we cannot do this, why can't we do that? So that is because of money. Why cannot we
Mm-hmm.
buy a new house? That is because of money. Why cannot go to a trip? That is because of money.
Mm-hmm.
So like whenever like school trips happen, like people were enrolling for them, and me and my
Mm-hmm.
brother was having that in my mind. Ki, no, I don't think that we should ask even this even to our mother. Ki, like, can we go to
Can
these
we go
trips?
for the trip? Mm-hmm.
Because those trips were really expensive for us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can afford them right now,
Mm-hmm. But at that
right?
point of time, you couldn't.
Yeah, and that
So
was not even something that I asked them, and she said no. Like I was already knowing that she was going to say
that
no.
you
So
are
why?
not. You were aware of the financial situation. You had a good childhood. Your mother worked and gave you all the comfort. But that little extra, if you had to think, you knew not to ask because you knew it was not available. So that financial aspect was very much there. And now you're doing it to give it back to your mother.
Yes, we can say that. And in a sense, the society is cruel enough. It is very cruel. When there is a single parent, when a mother is a single parent, when a woman is a single parent and she's raising the family, there is always wrong narratives about that woman. But when a man is doing that, so man is praised. I don't know why. If
Hmm.
I'm a father of like kids and their mother is gone, that is my
Hmm.
responsibility.
Hmm.
And if like a father is gone and mother is still there, it's her responsibility, right?
Hmm.
So why is there this thing? There is a difference always. If a parent, if a father is single parent and
Hmm.
he's like raising their kids enough, it is a very good thing. He's he's getting the praise. And
Hmm.
when a mother is doing that, is a responsibility,
Hmm.
right?
Understood.
And
Well,
in the sense of
that
financial,
that angst is there in you. You have seen your mother go through multiple things, which as a child you have seen, you have observed, you couldn't do anything. And today you want to reach in a position where you can give back everything that you dreamt of to your mother. Your why is very, very strong, and I am 100% sure that you are going to do very well in life because your why is so strong. And your mother must be really, really proud, you know. I'm sure she must be worried also that you have started so young and you're doing this and that. But at the end of the day, she must be extremely proud of what you are doing. Now, coming to your company again, what was the biggest challenge that you had because you have built it so early in life?
so what was the biggest challenge?
Challenge. Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'll say ki everyone thinks that a startup works only when investors are in, and I was also having that false narrative in my mind that I need an investor before I can start my startup.
Mm-hmm.
So when I crossed that thing, when I was just pitching out to investors before any results, right? I was just a
Mm-hmm.
person. I was having everything on paper. I was just
Mm-hmm.
pitching, to investors, and that was not something that investor is looking forward for, because there are hundreds of and thousands and lakhs of applications around. Like
Mm-hmm.
we need investment and look at our business model. And the
Mm-hmm.
business model at paper is the best thing that can happen in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Even the like worst businesses seem the
Mm-hmm.
best on paper, right? So the hardest thing for me, I will say, was to gather my friends or
Mm-hmm.
to set up a team which
Mm-hmm.
automate the business. That was the
Okay.
hardest thing for me to
Hardest
like
thing.
give or allocate a specific thing to one of
Mm-hmm.
my friends. right?
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of age, one of my investors, actually, I had a very long talk with him.
Mm-hmm.
We had a talk of 1 and 2 weeks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he was actually ready to do a deal for 40 lakh, so 40 lakhs 50%.
Mm-hmm.
I was not ready to take him for that, because that is a
Mm-hmm.
very less valuation, and we didn't needed 40 lakh rupees. But
Mm-hmm.
like that offer suddenly vanished away when he knew, like, get to know what my age was.
Okay.
And the same businessman, my mother, like, got to know that he was searching for me. That also had the same problem. Like, my age was a thing. That is why I was not getting an investment. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel a very positive attitude from my side. Key, the only problem with me is my age, that I don't have in my right.
Yeah, like, I know you have started a business. People don't start so early. So when someone comes and talks to you, there is a question mark that whether what he's talking, will he deliver that? And once you start delivering, and I'm very, very sure that others will come around very quickly, then age won't be a matter anymore when you can show some results. So, yeah, the biggest challenge is you are young. Yeah, right out of school, we can say. Do you think traditional education is keeping up with the pace of technology, the pace of change that is going around?
Piece of technology is a very far thing. I make this bold statement often enough that traditional education cannot even cope up with traditional businesses, because the businesses set that a business set forward by family are family businesses that a person
Mm-hmm.
have to run away anyways, right? But
Mm-hmm.
the only thing, the most required thing for now is to, like, create a problem solving statement. If we want to, like, get our country to newer heights, the only thing that will help us in that is, like, more businesses to open up and shut down even faster. But when business open, who
Mm-hmm.
opens businesses, who starts businesses? A person who wants to solve some problem
Mm-hmm.
and is having a risk taking appetite. But the school have taken that thing from them, and the parents have also taken that thing from them. A human in general is a man. Like, a human is said to be a problem solver,
Mm-hmm.
right? We are having our hands personal and more than any animals, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were meant to be problem solvers, but that ability has been taken from us. The modern education have done that to us.
It's more based on rote learning. It's more based on problem solving is not there. Nowhere. Nowhere is problem solving. Problem solving as a skill should be the focus of education.
Right. I don't even blame schools for this completely. I often say this is a thing. This problem causes from a family, actually.
No
Parents,
one. We never, try to think in this manner that problem solving is what the kid should be given, because in future that is what if they learn, their life will be much easy. They can handle any problem that comes to them. Let it
right?
be education, let it be finance, let it be relationship, whatever it is, business. If you know how to solve problem, half your work is done. Okay.
Right. And in the sense of a family, like, Indian families are having this mindset key, if there is a financial problem in the family, that should not go to the childs.
Hmm.
Like,
True.
child should not be affected because of a financial problem.
Hmm.
Even
Hmm.
my mother tried it. My mother did her level best for that, but we were somewhat intelligent, and we got to know this thing is wrong. And that is
Yeah, what you're saying is correct. In families, we try not to talk of finance to kids,
child.
thinking that it will affect them. But I believe we can tone it down to their level, what they will understand, instead of making it look like frightening or something unachievable. What we can do is we can give them a watered down version, but include them in the conversation, so they will ultimately come to know about it. Whatever we do, they come to know about it. If they hear it from us, they will hear the truth. Otherwise, they will hear versions of people who have heard it.
Right.
So the direct version is better than the version of someone else because it gets colored then. the problem
And the
gets colored.
most important type of education is set forward is to be set forward by the family. It is the responsibility of the family to tell those things.
Mhm,
Like only
mhm.
two educations are really important. The first is financial education, and second is sex education. Both are like not talking in
Not
families,
spoken about, not
right?
spoken about at all. True, true, true. So tell me truthfully, did you sit in class and do something which will help you in your business?
Yes, I often did sitting at the last bench and talking with my friends about how can
Mhm.
we start a business. That was the only thing which helped me.
Which you sat and did.
Yes.
Okay. Did you think of speaking to investors or pitching in between lunch breaks or, some break or somewhere going out and pitching? Did you do those things?
No, actually, our college is having an TBI. It is some called
Mm-hmm.
like business incubation center. So I
Mm-hmm.
was a dedicated representative for that. They were the
Mm-hmm.
person who was uh, a person between mediator between me and the management of the college. So
Mm-hmm.
management was actually looking forward to invest in my company, but that was not happening.
But still, you had a space, proper space where
Yeah,
you could go and talk it out. You didn't need to do it, in between your classes. That you didn't need to do. Okay.
right.
Till today, what is more stressful, Viva exams or investors call?
Attendance.
Attendance. Okay. Did you ever think this way that why am I sitting here? Like, can't I dream of being in Shark Tank next year?
Yeah, I often think about it. Yes, but what can we do at that time?
Sit there. So sometimes do professors tell you use your AI and do this work for me instead of
No, most of the
okay.
professors not knowing about this,
Oh, okay. You didn't tell
and
your professors. They don't
and
know
the
about.
professors that are knowing it are firstly helpful, or
Mhm.
are they are appreciating in a sense, or they are I think they are jealous about me ki I'm able to get that, because like there are talks about me in the staff rooms, in a specific staff room ki like that person has got this client and that client, and because of I'm working with cyber security, police often show up, and
Mhm.
that there
Okay.
is somewhat jealousy for that.
There is some buzz about you around in the college.
Yes.
That now tell me one failure, a very brutal failure that has taught you the most.
Mm, I don't think I have failed in any sense which I have chosen to do. So the fights that I have, the wars that I have picked up, I have always won that wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the war that was put up on me, which was the war of good marks. That is something that I failed often, still feeling. So that is one thing that I regret. Not because I was not able to get marks in that, but because I made my mother upset because I was not able to get my marks. Like I don't think that it would have made me any better or
Mm-hmm.
any worse.
You
But my
feel
mother,
marks was not that important for you, and but you regret the fact that your mother used to get upset about the fact that you were not getting good marks. That was your.
right, right.
What did that teach you?
It did not teach me anything. It is just because of my mother being upset, I was upset too. So I
No,
don't
it
know what.
taught you. You have learned the lesson and you're doing it, still didn't realize it. The very fact that your mother was upset was something that was upsetting you, and you always wanted to make your mother happy. So the lesson you learned is whatever you will do in life, you will make sure that you make your mother happy. Is
Yeah,
it
we can
not?
see. Yes.
That's the reason because see, the fact that you were constantly striving to do something in business, you were very sure that the marks that you were getting, you were not inclined towards studying more and getting more marks, but your inclination was more towards working on how I can become successful in life, I can earn money, and I can give back to my mother. That was the line that you always
Ye-
was there in your. mind while talking to you, that is what I am getting from you. That is what is going through your mind. So that's the
Actually,
best
I'm
thing.
more of a practical person than a book person.
Book person. You do well practically than giving. Well, yeah, that's fair enough because everyone, you know what, everyone has their own plus points. But it takes time for people to understand what exactly am I good at, what I want to do, passionately want to do. So, and if you can understand that, that's the best thing possible because you will walk on that line. Whether you
Yes.
make money, don't make money, whether you do something successfully or fail and you do it again, that doesn't matter. You know that is something which I want to do, you will keep on doing it. Okay. Like one Arijit Singh was not made overnight. Definitely,
Hmm.
he had many setbacks and he did not get chance. Today, we are all, a big fan. There's a huge fan base out there. But the very fact that he loved singing and he wanted to prove himself, he went on working very hard towards that, learning about music, learning about production, learning everything possible. And then when he came to the forefront, he has won hearts of million people. But that journey is very important for you to reach where you want to go. And that is the journey that I can see that you have already started taking. Okay. Now, AI you are using. AI is a tool which has recently come and everyone is joining that. What is your thought that you want to continue with this, whatever you are building up, or you want to continue it for a couple of years, then exit it for building something new?
Firstly, let's talk about why this AI is why I started with AI, or
Mm-hmm.
yes, why I started with AI. The reason behind it is the term that you can see right now, like 25 or 30 years from now,
Mm-hmm.
everything, most of the things will be AI, and the job will be laid out. If we it is up to us if we choose to agree on that fact or we disagree.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality will be the same. If you are not
Mm-hmm.
like before 50 years, if you are not agreeing that there will be a time when electric cars will be there,
Mm-hmm.
there was two options: you would agree or disagree. But
Mm-hmm.
still, the fact remained the same. Electric cars are operating right now, and they are in the
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
After 30 years from now, the thing will be the same. AI will be in effect. Jobs will be laid off. So the tide that is coming of AI is one, you can oppose the tide and get distracted completely, or you
Mm-hmm.
can get the help of the same tide to
Mm-hmm.
reach where you want to go.
Mhm.
Right.
Like same,
So
I think so with computers. When computers initially came, people thought that it will be too costly and it will not be for the common people. And
right,
slowly, today in every hand we have a smartphone, which was unthinkable, couple of decades ago. But
right.
technology made that possible. Same thing with AI. Today we don't actually know the extent in which we will be using. We have an idea, but for sure, we don't know how it will take shape. That only time will tell us how it will take shape,
Exactly.
what
Like
will happen.
before 1 or 2 years, we just thought
Hmm.
that AI write prompts for us. But today it is making websites for us.
Hmm.
After some time, it will create softwares for us, and like
Hmm.
the time will come. Like AI is so much advanced that that is the biggest fear of mine. Like
Hmm.
when AI becomes such self-reliant that AI is helping AI to develop itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
we as
it
humans,
is a possibility, and we will park it for that time when we really have to face it, and then we will see what it is and how the. Yes, fair enough. It is possibilities are there, and that is a thought that all scientists are having in their mind. People who are working are having in their mind what next, and that only time will tell. We can only think about it, dream about
right?
it, but exactly what is happening is what time will say.
So the
Now,
question is still unanswered.
yeah.
Like, yes, I'm looking forward to get this AI operating.
Hmm.
Maybe if it is like making me a good revenue, but if I'm involved in the business actively, so I will leave the business or I
Hmm.
will start. But if it is able to run without my without me being present physically, or it is
Hmm.
me like very less time of 1 or 2 days in a week. So
Hmm.
yes, I can continue it for long. But I'm looking forward for to shut it down in 2 or 3 years.
Okay. So, what you are basically dreaming is that 2 or 3 days a week you will be working, and rest you will make it such that it is self
Right.
reliant. And then
Right.
you'll work. And if you feel that it is taking too much of your time, then you will be thinking in some other line.
Right.
Okay, good enough, fair enough. So, 10 years down the line, we will see what is happening. Whether you
Mm.
are going for 2 days a week, whether you have built something new, the chances are very much there for you to build something new or take this to another level. Because though, as a investor, age is not on your side, but as a
Mm.
builder, age is definitely on your side. And
Yes,
you
it
have
is.
a long term to think of different things, do different things, take this whole thing that you're building to a new dimension altogether. And hope to see you then there and have another chat with you 10 years down the line,
Mm.
taking into consideration what you were doing at that time and how this 10 years were there. With that hope, let's end it today. It was wonderful talking to someone so young, talking about the latest thing in the market, that is AI, and the very fact that you want to see that smile on your mother's face, you want to give back to your mother, is a very, very wonderful feeling to talk to someone so young with such clarity in mind. Thank you, and hope to see you 10 years down the line. Bye bye.
Me too. Thank you.